said you have no
the revolution has begun.
Military, you have no control of your natural resources.
Indeed.
You have no control of your finances.
Yep.
And if you continue from those three areas,
Mm-hmm.
you are free to rule your country any which way you want.
Mm-hmm.
What power does that president have?
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, any president that has tried to back the system
Yep.
and do something about taking control of the financial resources is a serious problem for the West, for sure.
Yep.
I think the West did not see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
However, it was very naive of the Western nations to think that the exploitation of Africa was going to continue unabated forever. The West is definitely, I may use a word of some kind, they may be pissing in their pants, because what's happening in Africa is indeed a revolution. And a revolution that's way past you.
Mm-hmm.
So you see it as a revolution, but what kind of revolution is it, in the sense that do you think this is throwing off repression from France, from the United States, from other nations? What kind of revolution do you see as underway?
Well, I like to think, if I were to use the biblical terms, this is a revelation. A revelation among Black people. They're waking up and realizing that what has been happening is wrong, is wrong, is wrong.
Exactly.
And change must come. And for true change to come, it must be brought by the people. What you are seeing is an African electorate that is now awoken, that is informed. They understand the real issues. In the past, Africans have been misinformed, misled, and given false information, and being thrown a shiny object and being told only the African heads of states are the problem. But now they understand the invisible hand and the role that the invisible hand is playing to make sure that Africa remains where they want Africa to be. The African heads of states, particularly those heads of states of the former French colonies, majority of them were just puppets put in place to continue the same French legacy, which basically boxed them in, where it said you have no control of your military, you have no control of your natural resources, you have no control of your finances, and if you continue from those three areas, you are free to rule your country any which way you want. What power does that president have?
Don't forget religion as well.
In the past, any president that has tried to back the system and do something about taking control of the financial resources, and I'm talking about African countries depositing their bank reserves with France. I'm talking about African countries giving up their natural resources, no value addition, France having first right of refusal for all the natural resources discovered yet to be discovered. France companies having first right of refusal for all contracts, large, small, private, public. France having military presence in those countries, and France having the ability to invade them in the event that they feel their interests are being violated. France making sure that those countries can only be trained by France, the military can only be trained by France. The military equipment can only be bought from France. Come on now, our people